Anybody can date, but having a true healthy partnership takes communication.
Yes,
It
Jeff.
takes honesty.
Absolutely.
It takes a reinforced steel cage that your husband couldn't possibly escape from. Oh, no, wait, sorry.
Wait a minute.
I'm reading the marriage contract Brooke made her husband sign.
Oh.
Still,
Shoot, did I leave that on the desk again?
yeah.
Dang it.
My bad. I didn't mean to pick that up. But bottom line, we all want a healthy, balanced, equal relationship.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why one of our listeners set up a simple agreement with his girlfriend. And now he's wondering why all of his girlfriend's pals are saying to dump him.
Oh.
We're going to find out if he's being reasonable or actually crossing the line in a brand new Am I the Jerk? That's coming up next. Brooke, how much control do women have over their friends' relationships?
I'm going to go with none.
Really?
I don't know. I
'Cause-
mean, there's a little bit of influence, but honestly, we usually just grit our teeth through whatever terrible relationship they're in. And then when they finally break up, they're like, oh, that's so sad. But then we don't really mean it.
Yeah,
That's so-
we tried to warn you.
I was assuming that you have definitely gone to most of your friend group at some point and said in your classic Brooke tone, oh, honey, no, you need to dump that zero.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm 100% satisfied with my relationship. Just hold on for a second. Michael! Michael, I'm on the phone! How dare you talk to me without written consent? Now go make yourself your own dinner!
Yeah, Michael.
Your fantasies of me are very strange.
I imagine the same.
Yeah, it's not, that's really far from.
A little bit too accurate, a little too close to
Okay,
home.
yeah.
I thought you guys have a lot of pull. Because
No, we try
Friends do.
We try to support each other. Unless
Okay.
they're the ones, if you're like, if Alexis came to me and was like, oh my God, I hate this guy, I'd be like, I hate him too.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's get rid of him.
What's the question? Do we want a solution or do we just want to rant?
I can tell you, as a man, it can feel scary when you think that your girlfriend's social circle is turning against you.
Oh, yeah.
When you can feel it kind of happening. And that's what made one of our listeners email us for help. His name is Jonah.
Okay.
And he agreed to be a part of Am I the Jerk today.
We haven't done this forever.
It's been a while. So let's welcome Jonah to the show. Jonah, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
I'm doing good.
I'm in the middle. I don't know if I want to be nice to you yet. You
Yeah.
could be a jerk.
He sounds like a nice guy so far.
Yeah.
You do actually.
Now, is your girlfriend buddies with Brooke? Because if so, you're starting in a hole already. But
God, I hope not.
yeah. Tell us what's going on with you and your relationship.
Well, my girlfriend and I, we've been together about a year now.
Oh,
Okay.
That's always a tricky time, you know? Like, do you stay? Do you go? Like, you know?
Yeah, you're getting serious.
It's a transition point in a relationship.
Okay.
Brooke's like 10 years, like, ooh,
Yeah.
do I go now? Just-
Yeah, exactly. We're starting to set long-term habits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early on, when we first started seeing each other, we'd spend the night with each other maybe like once a week, sometimes at my place, sometimes at her place.
Okay. That seems pretty healthy.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, right? But these last few months now, as we've been getting closer, she's been staying over at my apartment a lot more. Like, I'm talking 4 or 5 nights a week.
Oh.
Okay.
Like in your room or out on the couch?
In my room.
Did she do that, like, slowly move? You know, where first it's a toothbrush, then it's maybe, honey, can I have a drawer?
Yeah.
Now there's a whole
totally.
new dresser in here somehow.
Wait a minute. Everything's rearranged.
Wait, maybe you guys have met.
Okay, so she's spending more and more time over at your place now.
Exactly, yeah. And it's totally fine. Don't get me wrong. I love it. And she has
that's
a
good.
roommate at her place, so being at mine lets us be alone and stuff, so that's great.
Oh,
Right.
okay. You're in a better situation.
Yeah.
So that explains why she's always at your place and you're not at hers.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the issue?
The issue is that ever since she's been staying over at my place more, I've noticed that my utility bills have all gone way up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the water and electricity and
Yes.
Thank you for telling everyone what utilities are, Jose, and we needed
there's some
that.
people that don't know.
Garbage,
That's also included.
it's all part of it.
gas.
Okay.
Alexis, your turn next.
We go through the whole
I think
list.
we covered them.
That was pretty good. Okay. You think it's her fault?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, in the best way possible. Just
Right.
saying that she really likes her hot showers and she loves to cook. I got gas stove. And she's always cold, so the heater's on anytime she's over at my place.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it makes sense that, you have 2 people living there instead of 1.
This is like when my friends come live with me for 2 months.
Yeah,
and
you know this.
do the same thing.
Hey, I almost moved into a place that was so strict. They said, you can't have that many guests because we don't want you to take the utilities away from other people.
Well, it's expensive.
It is. It adds
It
up.
kind of comes with the territory,
Yeah.
though, right, Jonah?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, sure. It gets pretty pricey, and I guess my budget didn't have that factored in. I didn't really know it was going to be an issue until it was.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I was trying to think of solutions that were fair, so I asked her if maybe she could just drop me $4 for every night that she stays over, just to kind of offset off all those costs.
$4 per night she's over at your place?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't think it was a big deal. It seemed fair.
Did you bring that up to her?
Can't imagine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a weird way to do it.
It is yeah.
What was her reaction when you said that?
I mean, she took a minute to think about it, but she ended up agreeing. She was like, yeah, I guess this makes sense. And it's not a big deal. It's only $4 here and there.
So,
Oh.
but it adds up like $20 a week. That's
Yeah.
$80 a month.
I mean, it does. She's going to be basically living at my place, and I think it's fair.
But you said she agreed to it.
She did, yeah. She agreed to it, and everything was great. The problem, I would tell her sometimes before we go to bed, hey, don't forget that $4 Venmo, and
You remind her?
No.
It just feels like such a nickel and dime type of
Yeah.
situation.
In his defense, what if there's a week she only comes twice? Then she's not going to have to do the $80.
You're going to tell her right before bed.
Yeah. Good night, honey. Don't forget about the $4.
I can't think of more unsexy talk
Yeah.
while you're in bed.
You're right.
Sure,
but
but
it's not just before bed either. I should also mention that, and this is where the real problem comes in. One morning I left for work and she hadn't sent the $4 yet, so I just left her a cute little note saying, hey, baby, I'll see you later. Don't forget the $4, right?
Oh, no. So there's
So bad.
It's like she's dating a bill collector.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
constantly owes you money.
Well, this is the thing. That morning when I left her the note and I went to work, I guess her friends came over while I was at work, and they saw the note,
oh god.
and they started saying it was a bill. And now they're all in my girlfriend's ear saying that I'm super cheap and that, is she really sure that I'm the guy that she wants to marry if I'm charging her $4 to stay at my place? And
Here's the problem.
Okay.
Here's the problem.
I don't think it's that serious.
So
She's
her-
practically living with me,
Her friends are now saying that you're a cheap guy. What is your girlfriend's opinion?
I'm starting to side with them a little bit. You guys were saying earlier, how you can just feel it? I can feel it.
I
Okay.
have a feeling that it was the nagging even.
Yeah.
Maybe she said okay, and then she didn't realize really what she was
Yeah.
signing up for.
I think what makes it sound kind of cheap is the fact that you're billing her just $4 per time. Maybe if you
I
did
don't
a
know,
flat
Jeff.
monthly rate, like a flat $60 a month.
I think the whole thing sounds cheap, right?
Yeah, but that's a personality thing, too.
So your
Right.
girlfriend was okay with paying the $4 a month at first, or sorry,
A day. Don't you dare.
excuse me, $4 a month would have been very reasonable. $4 per night she stays over, but ever since her friends got in her ear, now she's more upset with you.
Pushing back
Yeah.
a little.
Ever since her friend saw your bill on the table.
Yeah, since she woke up to your notes.
So are you worried that maybe the relationship is starting to turn?
Well, there's that aspect of it, but I'm also it's double-sided because if things don't turn, if we keep going and everything's great,
Yeah.
what if we get married one day and we buy a house and then she doesn't want to have to contribute anything?
Oh, she's setting a tone.
I don't
Does she
think
still
that
live in? Does she still live in the apartment and is only staying at the house every few nights?
What is she
I
like?
paid my $4.
I'm sure she contributes in other ways, like
she pays her own rent right now.
buying food, taking you, splitting bills out to dinner.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
a good point, Brooke.
you stayed at her place and she didn't charge you.
Yeah,
point
she's not
as
very
well.
financially savvy, clearly. Someone needs to be. You're wondering, though, Jonah, if you're the jerk in this situation for charging your girlfriend $4 per night that she stays over.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like I'm definitely a jerk. So
I'm glad you're self-aware enough to hear that.
How do you want me to say it?
maybe we say, am I a jerk for expecting my girl to pitch in on the utilities?
Okay.
Okay, when
That's
she
a
is
little
causing them
better.
to go up.
More specific.
I don't
Should
know.
I charge my girlfriend $4 every single time she steps in? No, maybe. What you said.
I'm open to changing the amount.
Okay.
Oh, you are? Okay.
So generous.
So it's
Text in to 78592 if you think Jonah is the jerk or not in this scenario. We're going to come back. We'll read some of your texts and take some calls even
text
when we
in.
continue Am I the Jerk right after this. Text in to 78592 says, only $4 a night? Bro, in this economy, raise that up to $7. Girls gotta pay her way.
What?
That's from Jose B.
No, wait a minute.
Wow,
Well,
Jose.
There's so many Jose B's out there.
There
I'm
really
sure it's
are.
one of the other ones,
Wait
not
a
this one.
minute. Is
But-
it a green bubble just like his?
Hey, Jose Bouillon, stop texting in.
But if you're just joining us, we're in the middle of a segment called Am I the Jerk? Where one of our listeners, Jonah, shared his relationship issue because his girlfriend frequently spends the night over at his place.
Yeah.
And he noticed his utility bill go way up whenever she did. So to be fair, he asked his girlfriend if she could pay just $4 per night that she stays over to even it out.
Yeah.
Now, at the start, she was cool with it, happy to pay the money. But then she talked to her girlfriends after they found a bill sitting
And
in the
it was a
living room.
yeah.
I think you're
Note.
leaving out all the nagging that he did every day
Yeah.
as well, Jeffrey. Like we
Reminding,
can't,
it's called reminding.
Yes.
And now his
Notification.
girlfriend is pissed about it. So we got a lot of texts coming in to 78592. A few others. One says, total cheapo. Writings on the wall. I'd get out of that relationship so fast you wouldn't even see the cloud of dust behind me.
Oh,
Oh, wow, that's a little harsh.
That's a
How you
little
feel
rough.
about that, buddy?
I'm not sure if he's talking about me or my girlfriend being cheap.
No.
Good point.
touche.
It's a good
Very
spin.
nice. Another text says, I'm married with 3 kids, and this is a great idea. I'm going to start charging my teenager $2 a day for cleaning and utilities.
Yeah.
If they don't pay by the end of the month, evicted.
That's
Ah.
actually smart. Well, I don't know about eviction,
No,
but that's
let's,
actually smart.
okay.
I think they're
let's
probably-
everybody get a grip here.
Teaching them bills.
They're
No,
probably
they-
joking, but maybe not.
Yeah,
Jonah,
hopefully.
what's your reaction to the feedback that we're getting?
I mean, from the person that has kids, I think that's a great life lesson. Kids should know that things cost money.
What? Let's not turn this into a parenting thing. We're barely into a year-long relationship for you. Let's stick with that.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out, is Jonah the jerk for charging his girlfriend a little bit extra for using the utilities and causing them to go up? And we've got some callers who are on the phone right now wanting to weigh in and give their 2 cents. Let's go to Olivia first. Olivia, talk to Jonah here. Do you think he's the jerk?
Yeah, I
Olivia.
definitely agree with her friends. He's being like a total jerk about this.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
there goes your hello, Olivia, Jonah.
Like, if he's doing this now, it's just like a slippery slope.
Yeah.
What's he going to start charging you for next? Like toilet paper, paper towels?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
she
you may
brings up
open a door.
a good point, Jonah.
Does she? Because I agree, it is a slippery slope. If she gets to come over and use all my gas and, all the electricity and everything, and I'm just expected to pay for it, I think that's a slippery slope, too.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You
True.
act like your girlfriend doesn't contribute at all in your
Yeah.
relationship.
She doesn't, aside from the $4 that I asked for.
She doesn't do anything for you.
Well, I don't know what you mean by anything for me. I'm talking about bills.
We know what you mean there. She means, does she cook for you? Does she clean?
Does she drive? Does she?
Read you bedtime stories.
All of those things are true, but I also do all of those things. The only thing that's different between us is pay any of the bills.
You're,
Okay.
You're
Well,
paying.
Alexis, what would you do if you're the friend who walked in and saw the bill on the table saying you owe your boyfriend $4? How would you
boy.
react?
Okay, I mean, there's a red and green flag, I think. The green flag is he will have money in the future. He's good
Very
at saving
true.
it.
It may be your money.
The red flag is it's your money. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe get him to like rip off someone else and then
So what is your stance? You would support your girlfriend in paying, or you would tell
Yeah.
her, no, get out of there?
Tell her to leave or tell her to stay?
I mean, I would tell her to, could she like negotiate, like buy dinner or something instead?
See?
That's what I would do.
See, you know what
She
she
can't
would
take
do?
an opinion on it.
It's hard.
She would wait to see what her girlfriend felt and then back her up on anything her girlfriend
She'd just be a
said.
good friend.
Yeah, Alexis was the wrong person to ask there.
Jonah, why don't you just stay over at her house more often?
She has a roommate, and
Yes,
she doesn't seem like she wants to be there very often because she's always asking to come to my place. I love having her over. I don't want you to think that I dislike this or something. I love it. It's just a matter of finance. It's hard for me to afford all the time.
Yeah, maybe have your girlfriend and her roommate over, and you can charge the roommate as part of the fee instead of just your girlfriend. Then it seems
I
more
can get on
fair.
board with that.
We
They walk in, hey, someone just got 50% off their bill.
Yeah, it's called compromise. We have more people that want to talk to you here, though, Jonah. Let's speak to Sarah. Do you think that Jonah is the jerk in this situation?
Well, it's crazy that you're talking about this because this actually happened to me with my husband, like back when we were dating.
No
Really?
way.
Wait, you charged him or he charged you for utilities?
So he was charging me little fees for all kinds of things. It was utilities or, if we took a long road trip, the gas, like it was a little fee for everything. And at first I was ticked off. I was like, dude, what are you doing with this?
Yeah.
What are these Venmo requests?
So I came up with what I think is a very creative way that we kind of ended the whole tit for tat deal.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you come up with?
So I started charging my then boyfriend, now husband, an intimacy fee.
Oh.
Whoa,
Wait.
whoa, whoa,
Wait.
whoa.
Wait, hold on.
I'm anti this.
Why?
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was more than $4.
I mean, it was really just to prove a point, right?
Right. Services
you,
rendered.
You prostituted yourself to your own boyfriend?
Yeah.
I mean, you put it like that, but
Well, that's kind of what it is.
And he
So wait.
paid it, right?
How long did that last? How long was he paying you?
like a week.
And,
Oh.
and then you're saying he dropped all fees after that.
And then I didn't hear anything else about another fee.
And they haven't been intimate in 8 years. No?
They live in separate houses now.
Is that helpful for you, Jonah? You want to pass that along to your girlfriend?
Not at all. No, I'm not doing
Are you
that.
sure?
My girlfriend doesn't get an intimacy bill from the intimacy company, but I get a gas bill from the gas company.
Oh. Well, we should
Actually-
call that intimacy company
Yeah.
and see what they're doing.
I love your logic. It's just so pure, man.
So we're running short on time here. We've been tallying up the text board at 78592.
Oh, yeah.
What our listeners are saying. According to
vote?
them,
Yeah.
Jonah, you are the jerk
Yeah.
in this situation. You should
Yeah.
not be charging your girlfriend.
Was it a landslide or like?
Did you hear him?
Oh.
I think you got to give it up, my man.
I will say it's
Yeah.
actually closer than I thought. 67%
Oh, it
said
was
you're the jerk.
67.
So there's a lot of people who are still on your side.
Yeah.
So that's close to half. We'll go with half.
No, that's not half. If you're that good at math, you know that's not half. I mean, you just gotta weigh what's more important, your $4 or the love of your life.
Yeah, your girlfriend's love.
And maybe a good time to mention you're gonna have to buy her friends dinner to make up to them, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, there's something to look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah, and I forgot to remind you, Jonah, we are charging an Am I the Jerk fee. So we're going to send you that bill. We'll send you a reminder to Venmo us, okay?
Ooh, are we charging per text? Because that would be great.
Yeah, $7 per text, okay?
Yeah.
He hung up.
Oh, okay, he's gone. Anyway, that's Am I the Jerk? It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.